Let's take a look at the user interface of Specter-DIY. So when you turn it on, the first thing that you see is the pin screen. So currently the pin is not set, so it asks us to choose the pin code. And there are a few things that you should notice here. So first, there is the second line that is saying that we are using the internal storage at the moment. This is because the smart card is not inserted. So if you will decide to store the Bitcoin secret on the device, you will be able to use either internal flash or the SD card. Or you can just not save the recovery phrase at all, and then it will forget the secret as soon as you turn off the device. Then the another thing is that the pin buttons are shuffled. So this is done to avoid the fingerprints that are remaining at the same spot when you are entering the pin code with the fixed position of the buttons. And then the third thing is you see a word here. And this word is generated from the internal secret of the device. And when you keep entering your numbers of the pin code, you will see more words appearing here. So these words have nothing to do with the Bitcoin secret. What it does, it acts as an authentication of the device to you. So basically, if the words remain the same as you remember them from before, then this is probably the same device as you had. So like if the attacker tries to swap the device to a different one, it will have a different set of words. So this was introduced first by the cold card, so we use something similar to that. The words will be different if you insert the smart card, because in this case the words are generated not just from the internal secret of the device, but also using the secret of the smart card. So here, for example, we have this able blah blah blah, and if I turn it off and insert the card and turn it with the card, then the words will be different. Yeah, so now it has answer here. So if I enter the same 000, it will be different words. But the important thing is that the pair of the device and the card, or just the device, will generate the same secrets. So this means that if someone tries to swap the card to a different one that has some funny applet there, or the device is different, or the attacker replaced the firmware, then you will see a different set of words because the unique secret that was generated on your firmware is not there anymore. Okay. Then another important thing is that the pin code is different depending on whether you use the smart card or not, and it should be different. So every card, if you have more than one, and yeah, you should probably turn off the device first, can have a different pin code. So you basically can store different recovery phrases on different cards and unlock with different pins. And also the pin code of the device without the card can be also different. So the reason why you should use different pin codes is because if you are using the smart card, then your pin code is protected by the secure element, so it has all different kinds of hardware security countermeasures. And if you are using just the device, then the pin code verification is happening differently using the application microcontroller that is here. So better to use different pin codes, and if you are planning to use the device only with the card, then just set up here the random pin codes without the card and just forget it and don't use it. And then always use it with the card. Yeah, so that's about the pin code. As soon as you selected the pin code, I will just select the empty pin code here. In principle, you can set the pin code of any length. You will be able to generate the secret. And again, with the card, now we have the pin code here set to empty, but with the card, the pin is not set because for this card, we didn't set the pin yet. Yeah, so here you see that we need to choose our pin code, and I can set here something more secure like 0000, and I also see all the words and stuff, and I need to confirm using 0000. Now we have the card that is set up with a pin of 4 zeros and the device that is set up with a pin of empty string.